Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dendi Indra Rosidin. I'm an of Educational Psychology Study Program, School of Postgraduate Studies, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. I will present the result of literature review, discuss the development of self-determination during the transition to phase to online learning. The background for this study is based on the fact that many countries in the world are currently facing the COVID-19 pandemic, including in Indonesia. The COVID-19 pandemic has become a major human crisis. Humans are forced to quiet their daily routine of life and are asked to stay at home. The spread of the coronavirus in various countries has made major changes, such as in the fight of economy, technology, and education is no exception. Among the very crucial challenges are the moral problems of students who experience change in the pattern of learning activities that are usually carried out face to face, but change must be made by being carried remotely at their respective homes or online. The self-determination is very important to be developed from an early age, especially in the school environment, especially for students, because global competition requires students to be not only smart in terms of knowledge, but also to have the confidence, determination, and courage to face any global challenge. Learning in this transitional period has an influence on the current condition of students, including students can learn independently and have the courage to act efficiently in the environment to face new challenges in this transitional period. Meanwhile, according to Norman, one of the problem in traditional face-to-face learning is that it requires greater cost. However, the advantage of face-to-face learning is that the survey results show that most students are very comfortable and a lot better to attend school face-to-face and see that attendance at face-to-face lesson has an effect on psychology, emotional and absorption learning material and solution to learning problem. The online learning is one way of overcoming educational problem regarding implementation of learning. The definition of online learning is a learning method that uses an interactive model based on the internet and the learning management system. The self-determination theory, a belief in someone who is able to behave as expected and desired, so that will mean that in developing the confidence need, attitude of confidence is high, it is becoming of growing sense of growth on the student. The theory of determination is a theory that emphasizes the importance of individual freedom to act according to their choice and also the intrinsic motivation within the individual, so that when individuals are externally motivation and expert external reward, the result often will be negative. The method in this study used a descriptive qualitative approach literature review, which relies on a broad range of information from participants, general question, data collection, obtained through the word of participants, then conduct research from the description and subjective basic analysis that has been submitted by the participant. This article aims to review the development of self-determination of primary school students during the transition period of learning, and within qualitative approach, analysis study literature descriptive Creswell. Data collection and analysis. The data were collected use the adapted self-determination from Edward L. 2000. Collected based on a collection of journal, articles, and other findings in everyday life. The result of data collection will be analyzed descriptively with the aim of taking the core of the discussion from its findings. The findings, based on the result of a literature review of various articles and research journal, it shows that in the transition period of face-to-face learning, there are many problems experienced by students, include not being familiar with distance learning method or online. The findings show that self-determination theory reveals human motivation by focus on the importance of human resource for the development and regulation of behavior. Ryan and Deji 2000. This emerges a sense of courage to learn independently and to be ready to face new challenges so that they can adapt to learning in the transitional period. Discussion The discussion in this literature review is based on the theory of Edward L. Deji 1985. Defines self-determination theory as self-determination, a belief in someone who is able to behave as expected and desired. So it can be interpreted that in developing self-determination, it is necessary to have an attitude of high confidence. This is to grow a sense of courage in students. The conclusion, based on the result of literature review, the development of self-determination shows that it has a connection in the phase 2 online learning transition period. Among them is that being able to determine a sense of desire, sincerity, and achievement or a goal or dream will be good in carrying it out, as well as in the learning transition period in every school. Thus, it will determine one of the character that must be owned by anyone because this value is important in life. This means that all the factors of self-determination, a person has a varied contribution of influence who has confidence in having positive thought, has a strong belief that he is capable of doing something. Reference Adams et al. 2070, Bart et al. 2004, Teji and Ryan 2008, Davis et al. 2011, Nimick and Ryan 2009, Adams and G. Little T. and Ryan 2070, Self-Determination Theory in Development of Self-Determination to Life Course. Creswell, John 2015, Research Design Pendekatan Kuantitatif, Kualitatif, and Mix, Yogyakarta, Pustaka Pelajar. Deci and Ria 1000 Intrinsic Motivation and Self-Determination in human behavior. Dendi Andrian 2000, the what and why of goal pursuit, human needs, and the self-determination of behavior psychology inquiry. Hasibu, MS, and Simamarta, Jenner, and Sudirman, 2019. E-learning, implementasi strategi dan inovasinya. Medan Yayasan Kita Menulis. S. Norman, 2016. Traditional Education and Advantage of Online Learning. Vandenbos, 2008. Study Self-Determination in General America Public on Ways.